This is the video demonstration for the M22XDL. We're going to run your board. Found there's quite a few errors that this machine detects that probably aren't intentional. Probably a setup error, maybe our calibration is different than yours. Hopefully you can tell from the demonstration that the machine is functioning properly. So let's get it started here. We'll scroll through the errors afterwards so you can see exactly what the machine's reporting. Okay, I'm going to scroll through these errors and read out loud what it reports. Mismatch by saturation too high. Shift X negative 0.4, Y negative 0.6, L80. Mismatch L810. Mismatch by hue J801. Mismatch by hue L301. Histogram NG C356. Mismatch L303. Histogram NG C832. Shift Y 0.57 R213. Mismatch Q301. Mismatch 3%. 0804. I believe that's U804. Mismatch Q302. Mismatch by saturation too low. CR301. Mismatch by saturation too low. C359. Histogram NG L207. Mismatch 53%, R311. Shift Y, L208. Mismatch by saturation too low, C226. Mismatch L209. Mismatch by saturation too low, C238. Shift X 0, negative 0, 2.0.27, R801. Mismatch by saturation too low, J201. Shift Y, L401. Shape mismatch by sidelight, 0301. Mismatch 41%, R226. Mismatch by saturation too low, C338. Mismatch R401. Shift Y, L402. Mismatch by saturation too low, C312. Mismatch R402. Histogram NG C828. Shape mismatch by sidelight U201. Mismatch by hue R707. Mismatch by hue R708. Mismatch by saturation too low, C801. Shift XY, CR710. Mismatch by saturation too low, CR706. Mismatch by saturation too low, C774. Mismatch L719. Mismatch by saturation too low, C770. Mismatch by saturation too low, C756. Mismatch by saturation too low, C769. Mismatch by saturation too low, C730. Mismatch by saturation too low, C725. Mismatch C729. Mismatch by hue, CR711. Mismatch by saturation too low, CR709. Histogram NG, L725. Shift X, L736. Mismatch by saturation too low, C723. Mismatch 54%. Mismatch by saturation too low, CR707. Mismatch L607. Mismatch R705. Mismatch 56%. Mismatch R612. Mismatch H609. Mismatch by hue, R706. Mismatch by saturation too low, C614. Mismatch L102. Mismatch 49%, L102. Saturation too low, R409. Hue, L604. Saturation too low, C570. Object not found, C509. L603. 49%, U102. Shape mismatch by sidelight, U102. Saturation too low, C603. Saturation too high, C575. By hue, R537. Shape mismatch by sidelight, U601. CR501. 47%, C602. Shift Y, L502. CR503. Histogram NG, L503. Shape mismatch by sidelight, U101. H101. Mismatch 40%, H101. H501. Saturation too low, R524. Shift X, -1.2, Y, -0.7, R102. Q506. L516. Shape mismatch by sidelight, U501. Saturation too low, C528. Q512. Q515. Q511. 39%, U105. CR506. And that is it. Let me back out here and show you the machine setup. That is the demonstration. I apologize for all the errors, but hopefully you can see the machine fully functional from this demonstration. Please let me know if you have any questions. Thank you.